Hey everybody, welcome back. My name is Abby. I'm with Fitness is Medicine. Today I'm going to give you an arms and shoulders and back, so really upper body workout that you can do with dumbbells and bands. And I've called this an arms and shoulders workout. However, we're also going to be incorporating and using full body motions and incorporating balance and things within these. So if you have trouble with any of these, just focus on the arms. So we all want to have good arms, right? Like we're moving into spring, we're moving into summer. We want to have strong arms to show off, maybe wear some tank tops and some t-shirts, and we want to have some good strong arms. So we're going to start off with some chest flies. So it's going to be chest, back, shoulders, arms, and what I'm going to have you do is do a bridge on a ball if you have one. If you don't, you can do it on the floor, or you can just plain do chest flies. You can lie on your bed, you can lie on the floor, but I want your knees bent. So we've done these before, but when you walk out into a bridge on your ball, so just start in a seated position, you kind of slowly walk your feet out. Your dumbbells are just resting in your hands. You want a good comfortable position for your shoulders and your head on that ball. So you're right here. Sometimes people want to be here and they're, so they're a little more supported on the ball, but then you really have to work hard and your neck has to strain. So just walk out here so your neck and shoulders are comfortable on that ball. Now we're going to start with chest flies. So start with the weights straight overhead and bring them out to the side and then straight back up. So you're going to want probably a little bit lighter weight for this one. This one can be a little bit challenging. If this feels like too much and you don't have a lighter weight, or if you're having shoulder or elbow pain, you can bend your elbows. So when you come down, keep those elbows bent. That takes a little bit of the pressure off those long levers, especially if you have really long arms. Nice and slowly, both directions, keeping those hips engaged, so you're engaging your glutes. Keeping those hips nice and flat with the rest of your body. You want a flat line kind of from your knees to your shoulders. So this is an arm exercise. However, we're going to be challenging your lower body as well, kind of secondarily. Okay, now we're going to stay here. So our glutes have to continue to engage and our hamstrings are engaging. And we're going to do a chest press. So just hang on to those weights. Keep engaging those glutes, pressing your hips up. You want a nice flat surface from your knees to your shoulders. Now, I've got mine out to the side. If that doesn't feel good on your shoulders, you can also bring it in here. All we're doing is pressing those weights straight towards the ceiling. So this is a good triceps workout and chest. So this is another way to work those pecs, your chest muscles, those chest flies first, and then going into the chest press. Okay, now we're done with that. Keep those weights close to your close to your body. Walk on up, and that's that. Okay, next we're going to work your back and the backs of your shoulders. I'm going to move that ball out of the way. Make sure. Okay, so I've got my band set up over here, my tubes. Now you can either do this with one band, holding it straight out in front of you, or you can try it with your tubes. I've got my tubes set up about chest height here. Now I'm going to have you do this in a tandem stance. So we're going to do a little balance challenge with this one in addition to your back. So start with your hands out in front of you. If you've got one band, start with your band out in front of you. Keep your shoulders down away from your ears. And all you're going to do is pull straight back. Now, you can decide wherever you are. If that feels like too much, step closer. It'll take a little resistance off. 5, and then conversely, if you need more resistance, you can step back. If you're using a band, you can hold it tighter or looser depending on the resistance that you need. Think about squeezing those shoulder blades as you pull back. And one more squeeze. All right, good. So we've got some chest flies and some reverse flies. We're working those shoulders, chest, arms. Now we're going to move into some dips. So this is a great triceps exercise, and this can be really challenging. There's a couple different ways to do this. Now, I'm going to show you how you can use it with a pair of dumbbells. So sitting on a flat surface, you can push up with using those dumbbells. Now, importantly here, I say this all the time, but keep your shoulders down away from your ears. This is a really challenging one. People want to go up like this and then push. Well, here you don't have any range of motion. So you want to work your triceps as much as you can. So that's that muscle in the back, you know, when you wave goodbye. Part of the reason that moves around is your triceps are actually relaxed in that position. So when your muscles relax, it doesn't hold the form. Anyway, this is a good way to start. If you have yoga blocks, you can put your hands on the yoga blocks and push up like this. You can also move into a dip. So the first way to start this is keeping your knees very bent. You can use a kitchen chair, you can use a coffee table. Those are two really great things to use for this. Shoulders down away from your ears. And just lower your hips down off the bench and straight back up. Try it that way a few times. If you know that you can do dips, do them here. But the two most important things with this is that you keep your shoulders down away from your ears. This is a really common thing with this one. So if you need to, see if you can get a mirror or something so you can self-adjust. And then keeping your back as close to that bench or the chair as possible to help with overextension. You don't want to hyperextend your shoulders here. Okay, so keeping your knees bent is the easiest version here. The further out you walk your feet, the more difficult this is. So we want to go as slowly as possible. And then when you lower down, don't go any further past that 90 degrees. So I'm right here and then back up. Okay, so try one of those methods, either the dumbbells or just lowering down and coming back up. Knees bent. Remember, the most important, keep your shoulders down away from your ears and your back as close to that bench or chair as possible. Okay, now, if your arms aren't tired enough, we're going to lower down into a plank. So, yes, this works your arms, but it's also a great core exercise. So, I'm going to hold a plank on my hands. Now, one great thing about doing a plank on your hands is that you're engaging a lot of those muscles that we just worked. So your muscles might be tired. You can see I'm engaging my triceps here. These are my triceps. Your back, your chest, your shoulders, and of course your abs. This is a great core exercise. We're trying to hold this as steady as possible. You want to keep your head in line with the rest of your spine, so no dipping or no looking up like this. You want to keep it in a good alignment. We've got about 10 more seconds. Don't let your hips dip and don't let your hips go up like this. Those are both, when you take your hips up like this, it's a little bit easier. Okay, and remember, you can always put one knee down, both knees down. You can always do them under elbows, especially if you have any wrist pain, things like that. Okay, we're gonna end with one more. We're gonna grab those same dumbbells that we've been using and we're going to do a shoulder press. So I'm sure your arms are getting tired at this point. This is the last exercise. And we're going to do a shoulder press. Now, we're going to challenge your balance by doing it on one foot, if you can. I thought I raised my camera, I did not. Okay. So we're going to stand on one foot. If you can, press those weights overhead. So by standing on one foot, you're getting some hip stabilization, you're getting feet and ankle strengthening, your lower leg, your upper leg are all engaging, your core has to engage to hold you. 8, 9, and 10. Great. So I'm sure your arms are pretty tired right now. However, even though that was a great upper body exercise workout, we got a lot of balance and core and lower body in as well. So if you need to take a quick break, you could maybe even stretch in between, or maybe that was just enough and that's all you need for your workout. But you can also go do 5 minutes of cardio, come back and repeat these again. And get ready for spring. All right, have a great weekend, everybody, and I will see you on Monday. Thank you so much.